Legal considerations and estate planning, protecting your future. Today, we're tackling a topic that's not always easy to talk about, but is absolutely essential: legal considerations and estate planning. When it comes to planning for the future, having the right legal documents in place can help ensure that your assets are protected and that your wishes are carried out. It's about peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Let's start with the basics: creating a will. A will is a legal document that outlines how you want your assets distributed after you pass away. Without a will, the state determines who gets what, which can lead to complications and even disputes within the family. In your will, you can designate who inherits your property, savings, or treasured items, and also name guardians for minor children if needed. A will can be as simple or as detailed as you like, but the most important thing is to have one in place. Many people put off making a will because they think they don't have enough assets, or they simply don't want to think about it. But making these decisions now, while you're clear minded and capable, is one of the best gifts you can give to your family. It's not just about money, it's about making sure your legacy is handled the way you want. Now, beyond a will, there's another document that's just as crucial: power of attorney. This is a legal tool that gives someone you trust the authority to make financial and legal decisions on your behalf if you become unable to do so. There are two main types: general power of attorney, which covers broad decisions, and limited power of attorney, which only applies to specific situations. Having a power of attorney in place is essential because it prevents your family from scrambling to get permission from a court if something unexpected happens. The person you choose, often called your agent or attorney in fact, should be someone who understands your wishes and whom you trust to act in your best interests. Next, we need to talk about healthcare directives. A healthcare directive, sometimes called a living will, outlines your preferences for medical care if you're unable to speak for yourself. This might include decisions about life support, resuscitation, and other medical treatments. It's a way of making your voice heard when you can't communicate. Healthcare directives often go hand in hand with a healthcare power of attorney. This document designates someone to make healthcare decisions on your behalf, based on your living will and what they know about your preferences. This is particularly important if you have specific wishes about the types of treatment you want or don't want in certain situations. Just like a power of attorney for finances, choosing the right person is key. Now, these are foundational documents everyone should have: a will, power of attorney for finances, a healthcare directive, and a healthcare power of attorney. But let's go a step further and talk about trusts. A trust is a legal entity that holds assets on behalf of a beneficiary or beneficiaries. You might hear about a revocable living trust, which allows you to manage your assets while you're alive and seamlessly transfer them to your heirs after you're gone. Unlike a will, a trust doesn't go through probate court, which can save time and money. Trusts are more complex than wills and require professional guidance to set up, but they can be a powerful tool for people who have significant assets, want more control over how their estate is managed, or want to ensure privacy. That said, trusts aren't just for the wealthy. They can be helpful for anyone looking to simplify estate planning and make transitions easier for their heirs. Another thing to keep in mind is beneficiary designations. These apply to assets like life insurance policies, retirement accounts, or payable on death bank accounts. The person you name as a beneficiary on these accounts will receive them directly without the need for probate. That's why it's important to review your beneficiaries regularly and update them if your circumstances change, like after a marriage, divorce, or the birth of a new family member. A common mistake is forgetting to update these designations, which can lead to unintended people inheriting your assets. One more consideration: digital assets. These days, a lot of our lives are online. Think email accounts, social media, and even digital files that might have financial or sentimental value. Be sure to include instructions for how to handle your digital assets in your estate plan. Some states have laws that make it easier for your executor to access digital accounts if you've left clear instructions, so talk to your estate planner about how to set this up. You might be wondering, do I really need a lawyer for all of this? While some people choose to draft basic wills or powers of attorney on their own using templates, I highly recommend consulting a legal professional. Estate planning can be complicated and state laws vary. A lawyer can help ensure that your documents are legally sound and aligned with your wishes. If hiring a lawyer is out of reach financially, look into local legal aid organizations or senior centers, which sometimes offer free or low-cost estate planning services. Getting professional help can save you and your family headaches and heartaches down the line. Lastly, keep in mind that an estate plan isn't something you just create and forget. It's a living document. Life changes, like a move, a new grandchild, or a major health shift, might mean your plan needs an update. Review your estate plan at least once a year and after any major life event to make sure everything is still up to date and reflects your current wishes. In our next episode, we're going to explore a topic that often comes up in these conversations: caregiving support. We'll talk about how to find the right kind of help, what resources are available, and how to navigate the emotional and financial side of caregiving, whether you're caring for a spouse, a parent, or yourself. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, estate planning isn't just about assets. It's about protecting your peace of mind and making sure your voice is heard, now and in the future. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for reading, watching, and listening.